60 minutes starts now.
Oh my goodness, this is phenomenal.
So many amazing ingredients, seriously. I wish I could have this pantry all the time.
When I hear comfort food, I think something that takes you back home to Sunday night dinners, mom's pie.
Flour, where's flour?
So I'm making a Mediterranean meat pie. I need cashews, I need almonds. I'm also grabbing spices, herbs, fresh herbs, dried herbs, so that I can bring out those flavors of the Mediterranean. Facing a plant-based challenge, I have to stretch myself beyond 100%. I want to show not just the judges, but the other cooks that I'm someone to be reckoned with.
Where's TVP?
Up top.
What else? I'm trying to find something that can replicate pork in the pantry. Texture is key when it comes to cooking plant-based foods. I do see this thing called textured vegetable protein. I've heard of it before, and I know it acts as meat after you rehydrate it. So I'm gonna go for it and take a risk and try this without having used it before.
I need some basil too.
The talent in this kitchen is so fierce. You just gotta cook your heart out.
I get so heavy.
I am very excited about this challenge.
Plant-based cooking has come such a long way that there's really no compromise when it comes to creating great comfort food dishes using those plant-based elements.
What would you make?
I would probably go for sweet potatoes, slice them super thin, almost making a cannelloni, some kind of a plant-based cheese filling, and bake the whole thing in the oven.
For me, my ultimate comfort food's always been congee, or rice porridge. On top, I can layer with all kinds of vegetables, which I will grill in that self brick.
But really, it's fascinating to see how much further we can go when it comes to vegetable-based ingredients.
All it takes is a great imagination. Before I left, I asked my daughter, what should I cook on MasterChef Canada? And she said, chocolate cake. So I am making a chocolate cake today, way outside my comfort zone, but I'm doing this for my daughter, Vivi. Season 5, I would have never touched a baking challenge, and this time I'm leaning right into it and just going for it. So today I'm going for a more classic layered cake. I want a really deep chocolatey buttercream. So I get the basil, cocoa powder, icing sugar, a little bit of almond milk, and whip that all together to make a super delicious buttercream. Next, I need to get cracking on this chocolate cake. Anytime you make substitutions for plant-based, you have to think of the science behind what you're taking away. For this chocolate cake, I'm substituting applesauce for eggs. It's adding in that additional moisture. And for buttermilk, I'm substituting almond milk and a little bit of vinegar. The vinegar actually curdles the almond milk and gives it a texture of buttermilk, helping with the rising of the cake itself. Plant-based cuisine really creates an opportunity for home cooks to show how innovative they can be, but it hasn't been explored to its full potential yet.
It is relatively new, I think, to certainly North American culture, whereas there are other cultures in the world. It has been the way of life and staple for years.
In Hong Kong, we've been eating vegetarian cuisine for a long, long time. It's a lot of religion that requires meat not to be eaten. But what I'm really excited is what our group can do. You have a mosaic of nationality. I want to see what kind of comfort food dish that they'll be doing.
Okay, you got this.
It's super exciting to see the 9 home cooks back together in this kitchen taking on this vegetable-based cooking. The challenge here is that they have to create something that is homey and comforting, that comfort food, but elevate its presentation to, the standards that we've come to expect.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left for your plant-based creation.
It's really difficult to replace butter, so it's really amazing that Basil's created a plant-based product that acts like butter. It's a really great tool that we didn't have in the past. I still don't fully know exactly how I'm going to plate this cake. Plating for this challenge really does matter because the goal is to elevate comfort food. I have in my head a concept where I want to have a layered cake, but the cake is still feeling hot.
He's cutting it tight.
You can't put a hot cake on the plate because it will melt the icing. But I have a backup plan. I'm gonna take it in a modern direction.
2 minutes, only 2 more minutes left.
Oh my God.
Shoot, okay.
I want to see beautiful presentation.
Last-minute pomegranate reduction.
Coming out of the oven. I'm looking in at the pie dough, and I realize it looks a little pale.
1 minute. You have 1 more minute left. Come on, get it going. 1 minute. Let's go.
I'm rushing on my plating, but I'm also trying to stay calm so that the plate doesn't look messy.
I know at this point my dish isn't going to come out exactly the way that I conceptualized it, but I'm gonna get this done. I have no choice but to impress.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Well done, guys. Well done, everybody. You guys are awesome.
Holy smokes.
Do it.
Well done, cooks. This was No Garden Variety Challenge. And looking at your dishes, it shows.
Now it's time to see if they taste as good as they look.
Andy, at the beginning of this challenge, I was thinking about more classic layered cake. But then I ended up in a modern direction. Kind of risky, it's a little bit different. I hope the judges will appreciate it. I made a death by chocolate and black bean cake. Buttercream icing, and a little bit of toasted coconut as well. This was made for my daughter.
It really is youthful and modern and current, but it still has that comforting look about it. The buttercream is so light and fluffy and not overly sweet. And I love the fact that you've added the black beans, a little bit of coconut for contrast and crunch and texture. It really is a delightful tribute to your daughter.
Thank you, Chef.
This next replication challenge will require precision and a delicate hand. Today, you'll be making a chocolate sphere.
Crap.
A pristine globe of perfectly tempered dark chocolate. This isn't just a dessert. It is a work of art, and it's much more complex than it appears.
This perfect chocolate ball, shiny, sparkling, and you want these hands to make something that pretty and delicate?
You might want to get a little closer.
My stomach is just knots. I bake, but creating this perfect glossy orb is so far out of my comfort zone.
What you see now is about to disappear.
Chef Michael begins pouring a bubbling hot caramel sauce over the chocolate orb.
It's really mesmerizing just watching it melt and fall apart like that.
Inside that dome is a whole different marvel. A pistachio cake surrounded by honeycomb and topped with brulee figs.
Have a taste?
There's so many elements going into this thing. This is just gonna be crazy.
Okay, now please go to your stations.
This is the hardest pressure test ever. I really have to pull out all the stops.
Chrissy's strengths are, baking. It's something that comes naturally to her. She's definitely one of the worst people to be in the challenge against.
You only have 70 minutes to replicate this intensely difficult dessert. And we are expecting perfection in taste and presentation.
The cook with the weaker dish will see the MasterChef Canada marathon and just short of the finish line.
I have to make it past this pressure test. I can't go home now.
Home cooks, are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your 70 minutes starts now.
Let's go, guys. You got this, guys. Just one thing at a time.
Talk about going from one extreme to another. In the last challenge, Chrissy and Josh were team members. Now they're adversaries.
So the first thing they have to do is temper the chocolate. The reason we temper chocolate is so that they can work with it and it'll hold that spherical shape. They need to bring it up to a temperature of about 114 degrees.
Come on.
If you overheat it, it could split and become very, very grainy.
To me, baking is like rocket science. Very measured and precise. There's so many things that could go wrong.
You're about 10 minutes in, guys.
This pressure test is my worst nightmare. But my wife told me before I got here just to take a deep breath and settle my hands and my heart. It's super important to have that little voice in my head saying, you can do it.
How's it looking, Josh?
It's looking fluffy, just like my beard.
minutes. You only have 45 minutes left.
Good job, Chrissy.
I pulled my chocolate off the heat.
This is the tricky part happening now.
This is still too hot. I have to make sure it's at the proper temperature.
Josh is checking the temperature on his chocolate now.
Trying to get it to 88, 89. Now I'm putting handfuls of cold chocolate into it to bring that temperature down.
So close.
This is definitely the most precise and exact challenge we have ever given to home cooks.
You're good. Yeah, we're good.
Perfect. I'm good to go.
All right.
What they're gonna do is take that tempered chocolate, pour it into those molds.
All right, baby, come on.
They shape them so there's an even coating of chocolate inside.
Even professional chefs often make mistakes with the chocolate spheres.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on, baby, come on, baby. Trying to coat every part of this ball. Come on. I'm shaking it like a maniac right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. Come on.
It's good. Finally, I get it to a point where I like it. I sprint to the kitchen, put it in the fridge to cool off.
Josh has finished his sphere.
Let's go, Josh. Way to move, bud.
25 minutes. You only have 25 minutes left.
You're doing awesome, you guys.
Remember, it's not just about the sphere. They still have to make the sponge toffee and brulee that fig.
And the hot caramel sauce that's going to melt that chocolate sphere.
Come on, damn you. I've already, done my cake, did my chocolate sphere, so now I'm just working on all the garnishes.
I think he's doing his toffee sponge right now with that baking powder and sugar.
Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby.
It's a little pale.
Cute.
Josh's sponge that he's made is not working out. It's too light.
I have to do that one over again.
He did not allow it to actually get caramelized and get that beautiful depth of flavor.
With 15 minutes left, I combine all the ingredients again and start from scratch. Okay, so let's do this.
10 minutes. Only 10 more minutes left.
It is the final 10 minutes for one of these home cooks tonight.
Josh's second batch of sponge toffee is out.
Oh,
looks
Josh,
great.
looks good, bud.
Looking at my second batch of sponge toffee, it looks way better than the first time. Now I'm starting to assemble everything on this plate.
Okay.
You got this, Josh. Yes, bud.
Shaking like a leaf right now.
All right. It's ugly, but it's a dome.
5 minutes. You only have 5 minutes left.
They have to get those chocolates out now.
Yeah.
5 minutes left, and now I'm messing around with my globe. I'm starting to turn it. I'm trying to pry it open very nicely and gently.
You have to have very steady hands.
Now I'm kind of holding my breath.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at that.
Look, but he still has one half to release.
Yes, Joshy.
You got it? Oh, baby. Yes. Oh.
Wow. You're giving me
Good
goosebumps,
job.
man.
Good job, Josh.
Good job, Josh.
1 minute. Remember, everything has to be out in 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute.
Come on,
Don't
guys.
forget the caramel sauce. 1 minute.
Guys, you make sure you get every component on the plate.
Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Here goes Josh. He's motoring through it.
Come on, paintbrush.
The title is so close they can taste it right now.
Come on, guys.
10, 9, 8,
Let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Hot damn, that was amazing. Wow.
I'm really proud of you. Good job. Thank you.
Hi there, Josh.
Chef,
That was an amazing challenge to watch. How did you feel when you finally had those molds release from the chocolate?
definitely happy that it came out one piece.
Well, the tempering of the chocolate, I think, was pretty decent because it has that nice, lustrous shine to it. Now, the moment of truth. This dessert needs to reveal what lies beneath it. It has to be that perfect thickness in order for that magic to happen.
Oh, yes.
Right on cue. A real showpiece. I want to try a little of that sponge toffee. In my mind, nothing wrong with the taste. I would just like to have seen it a little bit more fluffed up. But I appreciate the fact that you did it twice to try and perfect it.
Thank you,
Good luck.
Chef.
Hey, Josh.
Chef,
The outside, it's important, but that's only the face. The inside, that's also very important, right? So, how's your inside? The cake? just a little bit dry. But I love figs. You did a great job cooking them. The butter, the seasoning, it just adds an extra goodness into this dessert. Were you surprised you were able to pull this off?
Yeah, chef, you know, being a big guy, not used to little dainty things like that. I was a little worried I'd manhandle it too much, but I was super happy to get it all together for you.
Well, very nicely done.
Thanks, chef.
Home cooks, 3 words. Black Forest cake.
So Chef Michael pulls out this luxurious, like glorious Black Forest cake. Like the thing just looked immaculate.
This is a replication challenge, and you're going to have to recreate this highly elevated version of a classic dessert.
I have never made a cake like this before in my life.
That means 4 layers of perfectly executed chocolate sponge, infused with kirsch syrup, a layer of chocolate ganache in the middle, delicate yet decadent mousseline cream, fresh Murillo cherries soaked in kirsch and topped with chocolate curls.
I have never baked a Black Forest cake before, so okay.
Please head to your stations.
Baking a cake like this requires technique and finesse, and you have to accomplish it all in just 80 minutes.
Whoa. You have everything you need at your stations, including premium German-made Miele appliances.
Are you ready?
Yes, chef.
The time starts now!
Making pastry, as we know, is never easy, and a sponge cake is full of so many pitfalls.
I'm not a baker, but I know that I can make a good cake if I had my recipe in front of me. I need to finish in time.
You have to make the perfect sponge batter. It has to cook evenly. You need to get it cooled down before you can start building the cake. A lot is involved in this.
If you screw up one element in this cake, you are done.
One of them, at least one, is going home today.
I'm not going home.
Hi there, Nadia.
Hi, Chef Michael.
Today, you had a burst of confidence, you spoke your mind, you had an opinion. Are you going to take that same approach with this baking pressure test?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this is probably going to be the time where you guys see why I'm really here.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And watch the clock. Thank you.
I noticed I'm the last one to get my cake in the oven.
Good job, Reem. Good job.
She's got to hustle.
Oh, that smells good.
Mousseline is basically a pastry cream base that's had lots of extra butter whipped into it, so it is light, creamy, but very rich. You could make the ganache before the pastry cream because it too needs to cool down, and that has to go in the center of the cake.
You only have 80 minutes. That's not a lot of time. So you gotta multitask. Get the pastry cream going.
Mike's flying.
Get the ganache going. Go, 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 go.
Look at those moves.
Double-handed.
Come on, baby.
They have less than 8 minutes left. At this stage, all of the cooks should be placing their cakes on the pedestal and starting to assemble their Black Forest cake.
But if you assemble on the turntable and then try and lift onto the pedestal, you could be in trouble.
I look behind me and everyone is a step behind.
So Reem is ahead now in the assembly process. What a comeback.
Not getting eliminated.
5 minutes, you have 5 more minutes left. 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes.
I get up to my 4th layer, and I'm thinking, I still have this on my decorating table here. I need to get this on my plating dish. It's too heavy. Like, this thing is just gonna crumble.
This is so uncomfortable to watch. Oh, my Lord.
Good job, Mikey.
Incredible.
Oh my God, it worked.
1 minute, you have 1 more minute left, come on.
Look at this. The last one to get the cake in is the first one to bring the cake to the front.
Coming up.
Wow.
What a turn of events. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up.
Oh my God.
Good job, guys.
Good work.
I can't believe I finished.
This was not an easy challenge. And now it's time to see how you did.
Whoa. Nadia, I must say, this cake looks almost perfect. The moment of truth. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. That is perfection.
Thank you, Chef.
That's very nice because the cake is perfectly moist. The muslin cream, it's light, it's tasty, it's rich.
Thank you.
The ganache, good consistency. Are you here to stay?
Yeah, I'm here to take this all the way to the end. That's why I'm here.
Well, I believe you. Watch out, watch out.
The star of this pressure test is 3,000 years old and one of the most popular and coveted ingredients in the world, chocolate. This next pressure test features our favorite chocolate desserts. My idea of the perfect chocolate experience is the dark chocolate brownie with handmade vanilla bean ice cream. It is pure decadence.
When I think of my favorite chocolate dessert, I think of this. Creamy white chocolate crème brûlée. When you break into it, it's very important to get the right combination of sweet, crispy, and smooth.
I'm a fan of milk chocolate, and it's the star of this mouth-watering classic with a complicated twist. A silky, smooth milk chocolate mousse with the fresh passion fruit center. You have to make it correctly for this beautiful filling to flow out.
These are our favorite chocolate desserts, and you will be making all three of them.
Lynn, you look a bit stunned.
To make 3 all at the same time, that's almost mission impossible.
Sabrina, how do you feel about making 3 desserts today?
Call me crazy, but I'm excited. Should be interesting.
Sabrina is such a tough competitor because she's like a pit bull. She just doesn't give up.
Please come up and have a taste of what it is that we expect from you.
I'm a little bit scared because Lynn has done a lot of replication challenges and nailed them.
It has to be done a certain way. It's very regimented, just like the military.
Please go to your stations.
Lucky guys. I'm really happy I'm up in the gallery. They have to make 3 desserts. This is crazy.
You will have just 90 minutes, so use your time well.
This is the cat fight that will end all cat fights. This is a fight to the finale.
Lynn's not taking my place in the finale. Not now.
Game on, girlfriend.
Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your time starts now!
But this is a very difficult challenge. We're talking about 3 different, very intricate chocolate desserts.
Definitely toughest challenge in MasterChef Canada history.
I think professional pastry chefs would struggle.
I want that chef coat really bad. I want to go head-to-head with David in the finals.
Lynn is certainly a very strong contender in this competition. She scares me. Her speed, I've never seen anybody that fast.
I came here to be in the finale. This has to turn out perfect. First thing I do, I get my brownies going. Those things have to bake and cool down fast.
Both of them are doing the brownie first.
I am expecting that chocolate brownie to be soft, moist, and mouth-watering.
creme brulee may seem like a very simple dessert of egg, cream, sugar, and white chocolate, but to get it perfect is very difficult. First of all, when you're doing the water bath, you want to bring the temperature up gently, because if the water's too hot, it's gonna become scrambled egg.
A little more time.
60 minutes! You have 60 minutes left!
Sabrina,
Hi, Chef.
you were sounding pretty confident at the top of this cook. Is that confidence level still there?
Didn't come here to finish third. I came here to finish first.
Is there any one of these 3 desserts that is going to be the most challenging for you?
The chocolate mousse, Chef. If there's any air bubbles or gaps in that sphere, there it goes.
Tricky.
Yes, Chef.
Well, I'll let you go because I can see you're under the pressure of this cook.
I'm in the zone, Chef.
The chocolate mousse is a very technical dessert to get going.
It certainly is. You'll have to take the passion fruit, you'll have to freeze it into a half sphere, and then you're gonna put your wonderful light chocolate mousse, and then your passion fruit inside of the chocolate mousse. That goes into the freezer. The whole thing sets. It's actually one of the most complicated desserts to do.
It's very tricky.
Ooh, time is ticking. I'm feeling the burn. I want this so bad.
I'm whipping my cream, my mousse. Cream is curdling.
Oh my God.
And my whipped cream is over whipped and it curdles. So I have to start all over again. Better than trying to salvage what I have right now.
So Lynn, how are you?
Good, I was doing well, then my cream started to curdle.
What happened there?
It was room temperature. Usually I put my cream in a metal bowl and I refrigerate it. I'll start fresh. I'm just gonna chill it. No biggie. I'm saying those words, but I'm freaking out.
So you think you're gonna be going up against David?
Absolutely. People have not seen me coming this whole competition.
You think you've been silently waiting for this opportunity?
Yes, sir. Silent but deadly.
Good luck.
Thank you.
15 minutes! You have 15 minutes left! You better be thinking about plating soon!
I haven't put the mousse in the mold for that chocolate round thing.
I'm very worried about Lynn's chocolate mousse. Looks a little thin. It's not gonna set properly.
The tension in this kitchen is incredible. It's like truly like a horse race. These 2 ladies are tough. Either one is gonna be scary in the finale.
Doing the top of my creme brulee, for me, is a cinch. Getting a proper coat on takes multiple applications of sugar. You have to fill in those gaps.
I don't like, what Sabrina's doing. She's adding sugar to it, which means she didn't get a even, consistent layer to begin with, and you're now patching it up. If you burn it, it becomes very bitter. 5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left. And remember, it's a replication, but taste is king.
My brownie is coming out really well. It's nice and dense. It's also cutting really clean edges. That looks about right.
2 minutes! You have 2 minutes left!
That doesn't work.
Desserts need to look absolutely beautiful. One shake of the hand, one misstep with piping out that chocolate, and you've got to start that plate again.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
At this point, I'm thinking I got this.
Sabrina's good at plating. Lynn is good at taste. If this goes to the person that makes the prettiest plate, Sabrina's gonna win it.
Now, we will taste all your chocolate desserts, and this will determine which one of you will advance to the finale.
Lynn, it looks pretty perfect to me. I like that crack because it's kind of like thin ice. Sugar, coat felt very, very even, and that's what I was looking for. Inside, you have a nice combination, nice mixture of the white chocolate with the egg mix. That is close to perfection. Great dish.
Thank you, Chef.
Lynn, how are you feeling?
I'm very proud of myself right now.
At first glance, I do think your cutting of the chocolate brownie is less precise and a little ragged around the edge there. And that was the easiest aspect of this dish to pull off. But in the words of my esteemed colleague, taste is king. That ice cream is spot on. The chocolate brownie, delicious, soft, moist. All in all, a very good brownie.
Thank you, Chef.
This is not going to be easy. Thank you.
The splash on the top, Lynn, looks a little messy.
Yes, Chef.
If the center of this dome does not have that liquid passion fruit, it's not going to be good for you.
To be honest, I don't know what the inside is going to look like. Oh.
Wow. Let's see how it tastes. You did it. You've just made our job a lot more difficult in picking who will be in the finale.